What's going on, guys? This is Craig with ts315, and today we're going to talk about the Alto ts315's 1 year later. Alright, so first and foremost, thank you for clicking on this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get to it. So this is the Alto ts315's. I bought two of them a little over a year ago. Before that, let me give you a little background here for those that haven't watched any of my previous videos on these. I used to run PD speakers. They were big, bulky, heavy PD speakers. I mean, them things were workhorses. I used them for a long time. I had no issues with them. I mean, what can I say? Them things were workhorses, man. I used them. I put them things to a lot of abuse, but they held up to every bit of it. But the thing was, it got to where I wanted to downsize my setup to an extent on the audio side, not the lighting side. The more lights for me, the better. But audio-wise, I wanted to downsize because I always had to carry these big, bulky PV speakers, and then I had to get my amp racks out. Then I had to get this rack out, hook this rack up, do this and do that, and you know, it just took a lot of time. So they're just big, bulky, and heavy, and I just got tired of lugging them things around. So I started doing some digging. I started looking at JBLs, Pioneers, Mackeys. I mean, all kinds of different these powered subwoofers, man. And I wanted to go with powered because obviously with powered, it has all its own amps and stuff in it. You don't have to have another amp rack and all that stuff like that to run these. Now you can buy speakers that way, but I didn't want that. So I wanted powered speakers, so I started, like I said, digging around. I started looking at JBLs, Mackeys, and who else were there out there? I mean, there's like Serwin Vegas and all that stuff like that. Started looking at all of them, and yeah, there's a lot of good sounding ones out there. But for the money, these guys right here sound good. They really do. There are some that, I mean, obviously there are going to be some that sound better, a little more clearer and stuff like that. But these, believe it or not, pretty much anybody I've known that has dealt with these, they love them. They have great lows to them. They have good highs. Very clear sounding. I love them. I mean, they're rugged. I mean, you could drop them. They're not going to break. They sound great. They're not that heavy. They're small. They're not, big and bulky. So I mean, that I can put them in my car and still have plenty of room for other stuff. That's why I like these speakers. Now, I do have some other videos. Go check those out as well. I've got some about basically just a review on these things. I've got a sound test on these. I also have a what's on the inside, where I basically take all this apart, take the sub out, and kind of show you what it all looks like. I do have those up. Go check those out as well if you'd like to see those. But like I said, back to this one, man, I can't explain how much I enjoy these. And people are like, oh man, you should have got the Eons, you should have got those. Man, honestly, I listened to the Eons compared to these, and I didn't like the Eons. They really didn't sound that great. They sounded more muffled than these did, and that's why I like these. And I mean, for the price, I mean, you can't beat it with these. You really can't. Like I said, they're rugged. They're not heavy. Get pretty much, all the power you need. I've used these things now. Like I said, been a year later. I've used these things probably 10 or 15 times, whether it be birthday parties or just work functions or whatever it may be. I've used them, and I've cranked some power out of these things, and I haven't had an issue. Now, the issues that I have heard people have are the horn up top. I've heard people have issues with the horns going out. I haven't had that issue. I haven't heard no cracking, no distortion with them or anything. Like, if I do get a distortion, it's something on my end, something that I've done in the recording software, my output software that I use. But I've never had any crackling because of this, or because of these speakers itself. Like I said, man, I can't stress how much I like them. I've had no issues with them. They're just a good all-around speaker. They really are. Now, like I said, now if you do have money and you are able to spend 15 to 2 grand, then go buy some EVs or some Electro Voice, or something that's really good. Okay, but if you're like me, you don't have a couple thousand to spend. You have about $1,000 tops to spend. Go buy these. I think I gave, if I remember correctly, I think with tax, bought the insurance on them, stuff like that, in case they bust, something happens. I think all in all, right around $1,000 I gave for these. And I love them. You know, they do good for DJing. They're good for just having just music playing like in the background. They're good. I mean, I've seen people use them for stage monitors. You know, which I don't know why you would use these as a stage monitor on the ground, because they're not really built for that, because they're not really angled for a stage monitor, but I've seen them do it. So, like I said, these Alto ts315's, man, they're good. Now, I will say, the lows on these things are good. They do hit, they do sound real good, they really do. Now the ts12s, I think it is. I don't know if it's I think it's ts12s. They sound good as well. They're clear, they're loud, but they don't pack a punch like the 15s. The 10s are worse than the 12s. The 10s are more, I think, for like small gigs, like you know, little company parties, stuff like that. Like you have little, you know, just something for like at work. You don't want nothing too crazy, not too big. The ts10s, I think, would be great for that. The 12s are a little bit better. They're more like beginners and stuff like that for DJing. ts15s, you know, they're good if you want noise, you want volume, you want bass. These are good for that. Now, once again, I will say, if you want bass to cover a bigger area, I would get the subs. I would, you can either get one and run, you know, you run a top and a sub in the middle, or you can do where you can get two subs. You run a sub, it's got a pole, and you put the tops on, you know, obviously on top of the sub, and then that'll be good as well for the bass wise, to get more punch, more lows, more deep, you know, just that rumble that you want. I would advise to get a sub if you're all about bass and you want that punch. Get a sub. These do hit, but obviously in a bigger room, like a big room, the bass dissipates pretty quick. It doesn't carry very far. But like I said, guys, that's my review on these, man. I have not much. I really don't have anything bad to say about them. I really don't. I like them. I enjoy them. Everybody I've spoken to in the comments on some of the other videos, they say they love them. Of course, you got those few that kind of, you know, say, oh, well, these are better, these are better. Well, I get, you know, there's going to be people like that. Either they're going to want other ones, or they're going to agree with other ones, or they're going to like these better. But for me and people I know, they love these. I love them. So if you have any questions or comments, man, comment below. Don't argue, don't fight. Until next time.